Prison guard Paul suffers every time he urinates. Each drop of water exiting his body feels as painful as needles pricking him. Even when an despicable inmate accidentally kicked his crotch, it nearly took his life. Compared to the death row inmates facing imminent death, Paul, who has suffered from urethritis for over a decade, lives in even greater agony than them. When new inmate Coffee saw Paul's distressed face, he volunteered to solve his problem. Before Paul could agree, Coffee grabbed his crotch. Paul was about to draw his gun when Coffee held his hand tightly. As Coffee's grip tightened and the energy grew stronger, the light bulbs in the room gradually became brighter until they suddenly exploded, prompting Coffee to let go. At this moment, Paul felt exceptionally comfortable, as if the illness that had tortured him for over a decade had suddenly disappeared. Paul then went to the restroom to see what had changed. When he urinated, the unprecedented feeling of ease made him very comfortable. When Coffee first entered the prison, his tall and sturdy physique made Paul worry that he might cause trouble someday. What Paul didn't expect was that as soon as Coffee stepped into the cell, he asked if the lights would be turned off at night because he was very afraid of the dark. This made Paul very puzzled. A murderer was actually so timid. To soothe Coffee's emotions, Paul said the lights here would stay on all night, so he could rest assured. After hearing this, Coffee voluntarily extended his hand. Paul's colleague next to him hurriedly signaled with his eyes, worried that Coffee would suddenly attack. But seeing Coffee's childlike eyes, Paul still chose to trust him. The instant their hands touched, he felt an inexplicable warmth. Before leaving, Paul looked at Coffee again. He was still repeating that sentence. Although Paul didn't know what the sentence meant, he was still puzzled about what Coffee had done to be locked up here. The prison guards also felt that Coffee was a gentle person. Perhaps he had been wrongfully imprisoned due to a misunderstanding. Moreover, as a black man, his explanations were not believed by anyone in this era.